Alright guys, welcome back to Drop the Mic. This is episode 170 era. This one's called Civil Unrest. We have a very special guest back from last week, Miss Emma Duenas.
Hey, what's up?
Followed by me, the Swan, James Warney, Admiral Atlas, and DJ UNREST. Diego has sat this one out once again. So until next week for him, I guess. And we're going to continue talking about current news. If you want to take it away, Vic.
Alright, so it looks like we're coming up on, I think it is week 2 of the protests and riots from the death of George Floyd, along with many others that have been murdered in the streets by the police. A lot has happened since then, and a lot of progress, but then a lot of unrest and a lot of injustices have still been out there. I just wanted to touch on a couple of things on local news. First off, the La Mesa woman that was shot in the forehead with what the press is saying is a beanbag is actually a rubber bullet. Her name is Leslie Fairclough. She actually was released from the doctors today, and she did like a little press conference in front of the doctor's office at the hospital. And she basically was out there just making a statement on how she was basically saying she was a peaceful protester. She's a grandma. She doesn't understand why she was shot. And she has an attorney, and they both, they plan to pursue legal action against the La Mesa Police Department. My only question is, do you guys feel she will get any justice from what happened? And second of all, what do you guys think of the media calling it just a beanbag as opposed to a rubber bullet? Because that's pretty much what is like softening the blow for people right now that are hearing about it, that are not local,
Well, I saw the lawyer, I think, that is representing her, and he posted pictures of what she got hit with, and it was a beanbag. I saw, it's like a little bag, but inside the beanbag, there's like metal, like little metal balls.
Oh, so it was a beanbag,
yeah,
other than a rubber bullet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, I think not enough people are making waves on this. So I worry that she's not going to get the justice that she deserves. I worry that we're not, to this day, we don't know what cop shot her. There's no other information. There's nothing. So I just feel like
stepping forward, right?
No one, and some people do know about this, but a lot of people in San Diego don't. I've been, reading around and stuff. When I went to the protest, I made a sign and it had her name, and people literally went up to me and were like, "Who is that?" And I was like, "Dude, this is your town. This happened here." So I just feel like not a lot of people are making waves on this to make it matter. That sucks.
Yeah, I feel even if it was a beanbag or if it was a bullet, either way, she wasn't protesting violently, and there's video of her just walking through the crowd. Either way, I still feel that they're responsible for just shooting at them. Even without warning, there's cases across the nation where they're shooting these people just out of, just not even saying anything, just shooting at them. And there's countless numbers of videos now that have surfaced since last week, since we had our episode,
Yeah, shooting at them in the face with like even the flashbang grenades. Like they're shooting those in people's faces.
Yeah, there's a lot of testimonials where people will go on social media and show their face or show their upper body being shot, and almost across the board, they're all testifying and saying that it's all without warning. You know, they just out of nowhere get fed up with what's happening and just shoot at them. You know, so and even there's videos where they say, you know, hey, back up, and then they start shooting, but then again, they're unarmed people who don't have any protection, and they're aiming for their faces.
Right.
There's a video of this 16-year-old kid, I believe, who's just on the slope of a hill that gets taken out, and it's just he's by himself, just gets basically sniped. But I mean, that's just another case. So I can only imagine the cases we don't see and the stuff that's not recorded. You know.
Right.
Even the people who are out there protesting that might not want to be involved in police activity or go to the hospital, you know, or if they are there just, who knows, for whatever, their own agenda, for whatever reason, and get, you know.
Yeah, that blue shield coming in handy, because if they're not coming forward, that's scary about all the other countless shit that they could have done and not be stepping forward for, you know what I mean? That's crazy to think about for officers, and they want us to respect them and be a certain way with them, and, you know, I think that's why everyone's having no trust in them right now, or, you know, like, we're not going to go silently about this until, like, I think the reform, if we get it, happens in the PD, the police department.
Yeah. It's funny you should say that, because in the wake of all of that police brutality and evidence coming up, locally, San Diego City Council, council members have passed a bill to further fund police by $27 million, and like 8 out of the 9 council members that were voting for it voted to pass it. Only one of them voted against it, which is pretty shameful, you know, especially for how much we've been trying.
Dude, that was so embarrassing. If I were one of those members, I'd be so embarrassed. Like, dude, hundreds of people called in.
11 hours of phone calls. Like,
the entire day, from the moment it started to the moment, like, midnight, people were calling in. It's like you didn't listen to your city, which is what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it's weird to see how much people try, and it just falls upon deaf ears, basically. So, but it's kind of sad.
I think the whole prospect of defunding the police is everyone's misinformed. They think that we want to just throw the cops completely away, and that everybody's just going to do what they want, and that's not the case.
That's funny, because I mean, unfortunately, when I've talked about that, that's what my mom thinks. She thinks like, oh, does that mean like they're just going to shut down the cops and it's just going to be anarchy and people are going to just do whatever they want? I said, no, you have to look into what that defunding the police means. It just means that they're going to distribute it amongst other things and not focus just on police that are out there being fucking cops, you know?
Yeah, there's a couple of people that I've actually talked to that do understand that part, but then there's other people who are 100% for, at least when I've talked to them about what they mean on their like Instagram stories or their posts, they're talking about getting rid of the police completely.
Like
so I think that's where there are these small groups of people who are very, very anti-police, who don't want any type of police force in their city, and I think that's where those people are getting other people confused on the ones who aren't informed.
Yeah,
I think I think we need to take a step back and let reality set in, and we have to realize, okay, we can't just do away with the police completely. Like, I feel that the police that are there now need to be taken out, and like you said, bring in people who want to be straight and want to be, you know, doing stuff by the book and not be a crooked cop and be abusive of power and have another set of rules that they follow by, because right now whatever is happening for however so long, it's not working, and the people unfortunately have had enough, dude. Like, that's it.
I feel like
I don't see an end to the protest.
I feel like people don't understand that this radical change is not going to happen overnight. You just can't be like, yeah, defund the police, it's going to happen next month, you know, whatever. No, like, you have to go, unfortunately, we have to go through the steps. You know, it starts locally in your city. You know, get informed what's going to happen. You know, take money away from the police and put it into your education, into housing. That's going to help these people get out of the hole that everybody's in. And then that way you have, you know, upstanding citizens that aren't committing crimes. Exactly. Or they're so, you know, everybody's on the same page of, you know, their values and their morals. And then people have good cops, good teachers, you know, good council members. Like, it's just, I don't understand how people don't see that. You have to look at all the aspects. You just can't keep giving money to the police. Like, those millions of dollars, people, we are in the middle of a pandemic. Why are you giving millions of dollars to the police when people can't even pay their rent?
Mm-hmm. Sure. The medical field needs equipment. They definitely would need money to produce more equipment because right now the cops have way too much equipment. Like, it's the lopsided field of money that's being poured into a certain department.
Yep.
And I don't think that's right, because we're running out of equipment fast in the medical field, and that's very important to me and my family because I have a disabled mom who constantly needs to go to the doctors, constantly needs things from the medical. Yeah. She doesn't need anything from the cops. Like, what the hell is all that money being used for? Flash grenades in the face. Like, you know, like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Hopefully, funding did thoroughly, like, disperse the money throughout America, like, fairly, instead of, like, into policing, basically making a police army, basically. Like, This is weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to say, it's sad that our city officials thought it was a good idea to reward the police right now.
Yeah, especially after all the evidence of them, like, basically fucking up.
Yeah,
like,
in our county specifically, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Also, what's up with all those couple policemen that are, like, they're being suspended or whatever, and then, like, other police
are mad about it, so
are, like, quit. Cheering him on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Last episode,
the bike cop.
About it, but the abducting of people on the street too.
Yeah.
That's been happening around the street. That's weird, man. I wouldn't be able to, like, walk fairly to someone's house without getting, like, abducted by the police with, like, my friend right now. Like,
you're talking about what happened in front of San Diego High School?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like some like Gestapo type stuff.
Yeah, that was weird. That's scary.
So there was two things I wanted to touch on. One was what Emma was saying. It's pretty fucked up that there's people out there that are basically backing up the cops for what they... First of all, it's the two cops that pushed over the 74-year-old man who basically busted his head open and was hemorrhaging from his ears. And President Trump himself released a tweet stating that he could have been a suspected Antifa member trying to scan
their equipment to make it, like, malfunction, which is ridiculous and a huge, like, conspiracy theory, like, and that's coming from the President of the United States, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, dude.
And a walking man is a walking EMP bullshit, dude. Like, what the hell? No,
There has to be a point where you look at it